Top of the morning. Thought I'd come outside and get some vitamin D. Feels good to get outside. I almost didn't film this video because I was like, yeah, I don't want to go outside. But it's freaking nice out. Look at, this is the bay. Very nice out here. Am I foaming at the mouth? What the hell? Usually when I go outside like this time of the year, spring's coming, I'm gonna get some allergies. So I have to wash my face when I get home. Man, I got no freaking sleep last night. This whole perimenopause bullshit got me twisted, man. It's like I think I get a hang of things where I get my sleep in, and then all of a sudden my hormones start acting up, and they're like, nah, fool, you ain't sleeping tonight. Yeah, I did that last night. It's like, nah, fool, you ain't sleeping tonight. I just started taking magnesium, and I was too scared to take the full dose because I'm a little chicken. So the last 3 nights, I've taken half of the dose, and the first 2 nights, oh my gosh, I slept so good, right? And then last night, it did, like my body, when I take something, it's like it gets used to it, so I couldn't even sleep last night. Let me fix this camera. I couldn't even sleep last night. Anyway, so I think I got up last night 3 times to pee, but here's the problem. I worked out late last night, and I drank 32 ounces of water at like 9 o'clock. Not a smart idea. So guys, do not do that. Do not follow my lead. Anyway, I wanted to do this video because I did something recently that I'm very proud of. And I told myself, it's not because it's 2026, new year, new me. No. I just told myself that I'm going to step outside my comfort zone and do things that I'm afraid of, or that if anything comes to me, I'm gonna do it, whatever it is. And you know, starting up on this channel again and filming my workout videos, you know, I had been absent for like a year of doing it. I was depressed, and like I couldn't lose the weight because I just had so much going on that I just could not just get out of that hole that I was in, right? And so anyway, I am struggling filming these videos. This is me right here. That's my outfit. I'm struggling filming these videos because I'm not where I'm at. And I'm thinking about how I looked when I was in my early 40s, when I was working out like a beast. My body can't do that anymore. At least not right now at this stage. Because I gotta think about my hormones. My hormones, like everything you do, let me not say you do, everything I do is focusing on making sure I balance my hormones. Because you'll know when your hormones are not balanced, because you'll start having all these crazy mood swings, hot flashes, all these crazy things going on. And that is not fun. I just want to make sure that I'm thriving every step of the way, whether that's from nutrition or that's from my work, or that's from working out. And a lot of times they don't teach you that at this age. Like if you get a fitness coach, and a lot of times they don't know anything about like hormones, and so they'll train you like you're a 20 or 30-year-old, and that's not the type of workout you need to be doing. So if you're going to hire a fitness coach, make sure you get someone that actually understands hormones, and when you do, keep them. Learn as much as you can from them, and you know, that way you can really thrive. But like, all I really have to say about that, about fitness, is that you want to make sure you're doing enough strength training. Do not be running like a maniac. Walk if you can. I've been walking on my treadmill. I do an incline of 8, speed of 2.5 to 3. If I go higher than the 8, my back does hurt. So 8 is my sweet spot. And then you don't want to overwork out. I would just do 3 to 4 times a week. You could walk every day, but I wouldn't do no crazy like cardio. Nutrition. Oh, I cannot stress this enough. Nutrition is so important to balance your hormones. You gotta, like, I had to make sure I understood what was going on with my body, because my gut was just like not behaving. And I was always bloated, I was always gassy, and it just, that feeling is so uncomfortable. So I took a food sensitivity test, and it changed my freaking life. Okay, let me turn back around. I took a food sensitivity test, and it freaking changed my life, because now I understood what foods I was sensitive to, foods that I wasn't sensitive to, that I could actually indulge in, and the ones that I was sensitive to, cut out of my diet or have in moderation. I highly suggest, if you guys want to fix your gut issues and figure out what's jacking you up from food, take a food sensitivity test. I'll link the one I took in the video, in the description bar below. Man, it feels good to be out here. I just want to scream. I just want to start dancing. I feel good. Anyway, so let me get back to the whole purpose of this video. I'm not using you guys to talk to you because I'm out here walking. I genuinely want to talk to you, but it does help that I'm talking to you. Anyway, so I did something recently that I never thought in a million years I would freaking do. I'm so proud of myself. Let me pat myself on the back. Okay. In my 49 years of living on this beautiful earth, I have never had a relationship with my father, aka sperm donor. My mom was a single parent. She took care of us, but I never felt like I needed a father. I never did. And so that's why I never even really thought about it. Some people not having both parents in their lives, it's hard for them. They struggle. I never struggled with that. I was like, okay, whatever. Bye. That was my attitude. Anyway, last year, I always said if something comes to me, that means something, I'm going to look into it. Well, anyway, last year, for whatever reason, my dad popped in my head. And I felt like something was pushing me to contact him. And I said I would do it. Well, I sat with it for a minute and I said, oh, okay, I'll do it. It seemed like a good idea because I'm in just a different place in my life. I don't hold any grudges, right? And so I thought about it and I said, nah, I'm not going to do it. Which it wasn't that chicken out. I was just like, what's the point? And then something happened that was kind of creepy that I'll tell in another story that kind of propelled me to, restart that thought process of contacting him again. Anyway, let's fast forward because it ain't being a long drawn out story. I probably think, what's wrong with her? She keeps looking back. But anyway, so I put it off and then just recently, 2 weeks ago, came back to me again. So I was like, okay, fine. I'm gonna reach out to this man and see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So I found this information online and I texted him and he texted me back. Whoa, what a shocker. And I kid you not, I was shaking. And I didn't know chicken, but I was shaking. Actually, I am a chicken, but not for stuff like that, right? So I was like hella tripping. I was like shaking. I was emotional. I didn't know why I was emotional, but I felt emotional about it. Anyway, so we're texting back and forth, and I honestly thought he's gonna be like, why are you contacting me? Fuck off, don't talk to me, whatever, blah, blah. That's what I thought was gonna happen. Everything you would want a parent to say to you that you haven't had in your life, he said to me. And it shook me. It shook me to my core. Because you can have this narrative about people your whole life, narrative that you create that can stop you from, certain experiences. And I'm sure because he's older, he's in a different headspace. And a lot of times, kids who don't have a parent in their lives think as you get an adult, that your parents should reach out to you and vice versa, probably. I'm sure that's how it is. And I think, I honestly believe my sperm donor probably felt embarrassed that, he abandoned us and, we had to fend for ourselves. I'm sure it's a part of him that felt embarrassed by that. How do you contact someone after not being in their lives, right? So let me just say this. I did see my father. I saw him throughout my childhood, but not that often. I would say probably I saw him maybe 10 times. He'd come over sometime on Christmas, my birthday, bring me money and stuff like that. But that's pretty much it. He'd take us out a few times, but for the most part, he was absent. So I do know who he is. I don't know anything really about him. I don't know his family. I don't know any of that. Anyway, so when I contacted him, this piece of hair is bothering me. My hair is so damaged. Whatever. So anyway, when I contacted him, he said, you don't know how much this means to me. I think about you and your siblings every single day. And I was shook. I was like, say what? You do? And not that it was hard when I contacted him, but it softened me up even more, right? And then at the end of our conversation, we had like a 45-minute long text session. And at the end, he was just, he said something and it made me feel a little weird. Only because I'm just not used to a man saying that to me, like in a parental, you know, role. And he was like, "You don't know how much this means to me. I love you, baby girl. I love you so much, and I'm sorry. I apologize for being so mushy, but I'm just so happy." And like, it's weird because I did not know I needed that. I did not know I need to hear it. And like, I can't say I love you back. I go, thank you. What's my response? Thank you. Anyway, so I did ask him if I could take him for lunch. So we're gonna have lunch in a few weeks. And I'm excited to see him. He is old. He's old. He's like 73. So I am meeting my father at 73 years old. So, you know, I have no daddy issues to work out. I'm meeting him where he's at. I have no desire to question him about why he didn't do this or do that. As an adult, I have learned that being an adult is hard. And you should give people grace. You should meet them where they're at. And so I say that to say, I am meeting myself where I'm at. I was so hard on myself for letting my health go, for not taking care of myself, and not giving myself grace. So I told myself, I'm gonna meet myself where I'm at. And if you're struggling with anything, have any fears, or you wanna accomplish something, you don't know how to do it, first, meet yourself where you're at. It's the most humbling thing that you can do, because you take away what you think things should be, and you realize what things are, and you're okay with it. And guess what? I'm okay with it. I'm gonna keep showing up every single week, doing my workout videos, even though they're shorts. I'll start doing videos soon. I'm also gonna start doing lives probably in March. But yeah, meet myself where I'm at. And hopefully you guys wanna take this journey with me and reclaim who you are and what you wanna do with the rest of your life. Because I plan on enjoying it and never ever being hard on myself again. Because life is too freaking short. All right, guys, Frankie out.